Good morning, St. Mark's. My name is Kevin Murphy. My family and I have been members of this church for the past 3 years. 3 years ago, after about a 25-year hiatus from any form of religion, life threw me a curveball. That served as a catalyst for me to reconnect with God. We were freshly moved into New Canaan, in need of a new spiritual home. St. Mark's had been a staple of many of my drives to and from town, and so naturally, it was my first stopping point. After several Sundays of telling myself I would go, making up last-minute convenient excuses, one cool, crisp fall morning, just like today, I made my trek over to St. Mark's. Found my way to the very last pew, mainly so no one would know that I was even there. As the service kicked into high gear, I felt an overwhelming sense of calm that I hadn't felt for quite some time. And from there, we were hooked. From the beautiful music brought to us by Ned and the talented choir week after week, to the brilliant and caring clergy, whose weekly sermons seemed to grab me by the collar of my shirt, to the dedicated staff and scores of volunteers who keep St. Mark's running like clockwork, to the vestry who help guide the strategic vision of the church, to the caring nannies who watch our little ones week after week to give us a brief period of time to worship. St. Mark's is everything. And then from the warm welcome we received from Jill Ernst the first time we were here as a full family, who somehow recognized we were new faces and immediately began introducing us to the other lovely families here, to Father Peter, looking at me, realizing that he needed someone to talk to, reaching out his arms and lending his ear. From all of that, we knew we were at home. Given the opportunity to speak to you this morning, it gave me and my family the opportunity to think about our journey here at St. Mark's thus far. And I think the biggest thing we feel is an overwhelming sense of gratitude. Gratitude to everyone that's been here before us for years, decades, in some cases generations, who clearly put so much time, energy, effort, and financial resources into making St. Mark's what it is today, a wonderful place to worship, and a beacon of faith and hope within this community that we all share. And so that makes me and my family feel it incumbent upon ourselves to do what we can to support St. Mark's with our time, energy, and financial resources. And I invite everyone here to join me in pledging your support to the 2026 annual fund to help continue to sustain St. Mark's. For those of you who have already pledged, we thank you. I'm happy to share that our campaign is off to a fantastic start. We have 90 pledges in already, and the vestry is fully committed, with many members of the vestry increasing their commitment year over year to help support the church. Thank you again as we try to reach our financial goals this year. If you have any questions about pledging or the campaign, we'll have a table set up today at coffee hour. We'd love for you to stop by and chat. For all of us, church is a constant in our lives, from our weekly worship to the many milestones of life, to the holidays that we all cherish, and then importantly as a shelter from the metaphorical storms of life, and then finally as a place to express gratitude once those dark clouds finally lift. There isn't a better place to be than St. Mark's, and we feel so grateful we found our home here. Thank you.